Hi everybody, I'm literally going bat crazy. Now, I'm a great fan of Coronation Street. People can't believe that. I've been watching it since the age of 8 years old. I've hardly missed an episode. And Roy Cropper, who runs the cafe in Coronation Street, is a member of the Bat Society on the show, and he goes off at night looking for bats. Now, we're all looking for bats these days, unfortunately, especially the local authorities, and even more so, Natural England. So listen, it is absolutely crazy that the bat world and the people who are running it with societies and so on are controlling the amount of housing that is being built in the UK today. It's total, utterly bat madness. And let me explain exactly why. HS2, for instance, 100 million on bat tunnels. Yes, you heard it right, 100 million. And that's what the Conservative government and the Labour government have allowed to happen. Now, if Reform get in, I think that might change. And the reason I say that is I listened to a speech by Richard Tice the other day from Reform. He is writing to Natural England because they've asked for a £5 million tunnel on a development that's happening in Lincolnshire, and he's written to them saying not acceptable. And once Reform get in, this sort of thing will not happen. It's holding up developments, it's stopping developments. And that's at the high level. You know, these major house builders are having all sorts of problems getting these rules sorted out and getting it through, and it's costing them an absolute fortune. Now, further down, the level that you and I are at, it's even a bigger problem for us because, of course, we've got interest running probably at 1% a month. I've got an application in for planning at the moment, for instance, on a nice conversion where we've had 2 back reports so far. Now they've asked for a report about hibernation. We can't do that back report on hibernation yet because they haven't hibernated. They either hibernate or they go away. Either way, we have to wait. So that holds up the planning application by at least 4 months. It's total, utterly madness. And if you haven't been caught with this yet, whether you're a new build developer or whether you convert properties into flats and homes and everything else, you will be caught by it, because this lot, Natural England, are absolutely bloody bonkers. They're the same lot, if you remember, that stopped 160,000 houses being built for the last 2 or 3 years because of neutrality. That's another bonkers thing that Reform will get rid of and change when they get in power, probably in 3 years' time, as it's looking at the moment. So if you are involved in any type of development, my advice is get a back report done early on, because if you get asked for it at the last moment, it might be too late, because it might be, if it's after sort of this time of year, you can't then do it, I don't think, until April time next year. So anticipate these issues. There's so many things you need to do now in terms of consultants with regards to any sort of planning application. Even if it's outline planning, you still need all these consultants now. It's crazy when you can't even get on with it until you do detailed planning. All these should be conditions, but they don't like all these preconditions. They rather get you to sort all these reports out beforehand. And bats is a big one. Ecology, of course, is another one, and others. So ask your planning consultant very early on, what will we need to do? And if they're not sure, then I would anticipate and get the first back report done anyway, because that'll save you time and money. I hope it helps. I'll see you next time.